Stuck in a rut. The story of Sarah. Sarah felt lost. She was a young woman with dreams and aspirations, but somewhere along the way, she had lost sight of them. The daily grind had taken over her life, and she found herself stuck in a monotonous routine that seemed to have no end. Every morning she would wake up with a sense of dread, knowing that the day ahead would be just like the one before. She felt like she was living on autopilot with no real purpose or direction. Every day was the same routine. Wake up, go to a job she didn't love, come home, eat dinner, watch TV, and go to bed. The cycle repeated itself endlessly, and Sarah felt like she was trapped in a never-ending loop. Her job, once a source of excitement and challenge, had become a mundane task that she performed without any enthusiasm. She would sit at her desk, staring at the computer screen, counting down the hours until she could go home. Even her evenings, which should have been a time to relax and unwind, were filled with a sense of emptiness. She would eat dinner alone, watching TV mindlessly, trying to escape the reality of her life. It felt like she was just going through the motions. Each day blended into the next, and Sarah couldn't remember the last time she had felt truly happy or excited about something. She longed for a change, but she didn't know where to start. The thought of stepping out of her comfort zone was terrifying, and she was afraid of what might happen if she took a risk. So, she continued to go through the motions, hoping that something would change, but knowing deep down that it wouldn't. Deep down, Sarah knew she wanted more from life. She had dreams and ambitions that she had pushed aside for too long. She wanted to feel alive again, to wake up with a sense of purpose and excitement. She wanted to do something that mattered, something that would make a difference in the world. But the fear of failure and the unknown held her back. She was afraid of taking a leap of faith and falling flat on her face. She was afraid of what others might think if she pursued her dreams and didn't succeed. She dreamed of starting her own business, of traveling the world, of making a real difference. She would spend hours daydreaming about the possibilities, imagining herself in far-off places, meeting new people, and experiencing new cultures. She would think about the business she wanted to start, the impact she wanted to make, and the legacy she wanted to leave behind. But every time she thought about taking the first step, the fear would creep in, and she would push her dreams aside once again. She wanted to make a real difference. Sarah had always been passionate about helping others, and she knew that she had the potential to make a positive impact in the world. She wanted to use her skills and talents to create something meaningful, something that would benefit others, and bring her a sense of fulfillment. She wanted to be a part of something bigger than herself, to contribute to a cause that she believed in. But the fear of failure and the unknown held her back, and she continued to live a life that felt empty and unfulfilling. But fear held her back. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of what others might think. These fears had a tight grip on her, and they kept her from pursuing her dreams. She was afraid of stepping out of her comfort zone and facing the challenges that came with it. She was afraid of making mistakes and not being able to recover from them. She was afraid of being judged by others and not being able to live up to their expectations. These fears paralyzed her and kept her from taking the first step towards the life she wanted. Fear of what others might think. Sarah was constantly worried about how others perceived her. She was afraid of being judged and criticized for her choices. She didn't want to disappoint her family and friends, and she didn't want to be seen as a failure. This fear of judgment kept her from pursuing her dreams and living the life she wanted. She felt like she was living her life for others, trying to meet their expectations and make them proud, but in the process, she was losing herself. One day, Sarah stumbled upon a quote, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." It struck a chord within her. She realized that she had been living her life for others, trying to meet their expectations, and in the process, she had lost sight of her own dreams and passions. This quote made her realize that she needed to find something that she loved, something that would bring her joy and fulfillment. She needed to pursue her dreams and live her life on her own terms. It struck a chord within her. Sarah felt a sense of clarity and determination that she hadn't felt in a long time. She realized that she couldn't keep living her life the way she had been. She needed to make a change, to take a leap of faith and pursue her dreams. She knew it wouldn't be easy, and she knew that there would be challenges along the way, but she was ready to face them. She was ready to take control of her life and create the future she wanted. Sarah realized she couldn't keep living this way. She had to make a change. She had to take a leap of faith and pursue her dreams. She knew it wouldn't be easy, and she knew that there would be challenges along the way, but she was ready to face them. She was ready to take control of her life and create the future she wanted. She started by making small changes, setting goals for herself and taking steps towards achieving them. She began to believe in herself and her abilities, and she started to see the possibilities that lay ahead. She had to make a change. Sarah started by making small changes in her daily routine. She began to set goals for herself and take steps towards achieving them. She started to believe in herself and her abilities, and she began to see the possibilities that lay ahead. She knew that the road ahead would be challenging, but she was ready to face it. She was ready to take control of her life and create the future she wanted. And with each step she took, she felt a sense of empowerment and fulfillment that she hadn't felt in a long time. Sarah was finally on her way to living the life she had always dreamed of. Change is inevitable. It's a force that shapes our world and our lives whether we like it or not. From the moment we are born, we are thrust into a world that is constantly evolving. Every second, every minute, things are shifting, growing, and transforming around us. It's a fundamental part of life. Just as flowers bloom and wither and people journey through different stages of life, change is the thread that weaves through the fabric of our existence. It is the silent companion that walks with us, guiding us through the various phases of our journey. Just like the seasons change, so do our lives. The vibrant colors of autumn give way to the starkness of winter, only to be replaced by the rebirth of spring and the warmth of summer. Each season brings its own set of challenges and rewards, much like the different stages of our lives. We grow, we evolve, and we face new challenges. From the moment we take our first steps to the day we achieve our greatest milestones, change is the catalyst that propels us forward. It is through change that we learn, adapt, and ultimately become the best versions of ourselves. Resisting change only leads to stagnation and unhappiness. When we cling to the past and refuse to embrace the new, we limit our potential and hinder our growth. Just as dry, cracked land can transform into fertile soil, we too can flourish if we allow ourselves to break free from the chains of resistance. Think of a time when you resisted change. Perhaps it was a moment when you felt overwhelmed by the unknown, or when you were faced with a decision that seemed too daunting to make. The stress and anxiety that accompany such moments can be paralyzing. Maybe it was a new job, one that required you to step out of your comfort zone and take on new responsibilities. The uncertainty of whether you would succeed or fail can be a heavy burden to bear. A move to a new city, where everything was unfamiliar and you had to start from scratch. The fear of the unknown can make even the most exciting opportunities seem daunting, or even just trying a new restaurant. Sometimes even the smallest changes can evoke a sense of hesitation and doubt. The unfamiliarity of a new menu or the ambiance of a new place can make us long for the comfort of the known. How did it make you feel? Did you feel a knot in your stomach, a sense of unease that made you question your choices? These feelings are natural, a part of the human experience when faced with change. Chances are it brought up feelings of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But remember, it is through facing these emotions and embracing change that we grow stronger, more resilient, and more capable of navigating the ever-changing landscape of life. Now think about a time when you embraced change. Maybe you took a chance on a new opportunity, stepped outside of your comfort zone, or finally pursued a long-held dream. How did that make you feel? Did you feel a sense of excitement, growth, and fulfillment? Embracing change allows us to grow, to learn, and to discover new possibilities. It opens us up to a world of opportunity and allows us to live life to the fullest. Fear is a natural human emotion. It's our brain's way of protecting us from harm. But often our fears hold us back from achieving our full potential. When it comes to change, fear can be paralyzing. We worry about the unknown, about failing, about making the wrong decision, but here's the thing about fear, it's often based on our perceptions, not reality. We imagine the worst-case scenario and let it control our actions. Section 5. Breaking free from comfort zones. Our comfort zones are cozy and familiar. They're our safe spaces where everything feels, predictable and secure. But real growth happens outside of our comfort zones. When we step outside of our comfort zones, we challenge ourselves, we learn new skills, and we build confidence. Think of your comfort zone as a muscle. The more you stretch it, the stronger it becomes. Section 6. The power of belief. Overcoming self-doubt. Self-doubt is a powerful force. It can whisper negative thoughts into our minds, making us question our abilities and our worth. We tell ourselves we're not good enough, smart enough, or experienced enough to make a change. But here's the truth. You are capable of amazing things. You have within you the power to achieve your goals and create the life you desire. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Section 7. Taking the first step, small changes, big results. Change can feel overwhelming, especially if we try to do too much at once. The key is to start small. Identify one area of your life where you'd like to make a change and focus on that. Break down your goal into smaller, more manageable steps. Celebrate your successes along the way. Each small step you take will bring you closer to your ultimate goal. Section 8. Embracing the journey, navigating the ups and downs. Change is not always easy. It can be daunting and overwhelming, especially when we are faced with unexpected challenges. Life is a journey filled with moments of joy and sorrow, success and failure. Each twist and turn, each high and low, shapes us into who we are meant to be. It's important to remember that these experiences, no matter how difficult, are essential for our growth and development. There will be ups and downs, twists and turns along the way. Just like a roller coaster, life can be thrilling and terrifying at the same time. The key is to embrace the ride, to hold on tight during the steep drops, and to enjoy the exhilarating highs. When we face challenges head-on, we build resilience and strength. Each obstacle we overcome makes us more capable of handling the next one. You may encounter obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. These are the times when it feels like the world is against you, when every step forward seems to be met with resistance. But it's during these moments that we learn the most about ourselves. We discover our true potential, our ability to persevere, and our capacity for hope. It's important to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear, but it's important to remember that setbacks are a part of the journey. They are not the end, but rather a stepping stone to something greater. Each time we fall, we have the opportunity to rise again stronger and wiser than before. It's through these experiences that we build character and resilience. We learn to appreciate the journey with all its ups and downs and to find joy in the process of growth. They are opportunities to learn, to grow, and to come back stronger. Every challenge we face is a lesson in disguise, teaching us valuable skills and insights. Whether it's through reading, studying, or training, we can always find ways to improve ourselves. It's important to stay curious and open-minded, to seek out new knowledge and experiences. This mindset will help us navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and confidence. Don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. No one has to go through life's challenges alone. There are always people who are willing to lend a hand, to offer guidance and support. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a family member, having a support system can make all the difference. It's a sign of strength, not weakness, to reach out and ask for help when you need it. Surround yourself with supportive people who believe in you and your vision. These are the individuals who will lift you up when you're down, who will celebrate your successes and help you through your failures. They are the ones who will remind you of your worth and potential, even when you doubt yourself. Together, you can navigate the ups and downs of life, finding strength and joy in each other's company. Section 9. Your time is now, a call to action. You have the power to create the life you desire. You have the strength to overcome any obstacle and achieve any goal you set your mind to. Don't wait for the perfect moment. There will never be a perfect time to make a change. The time is now. Take that first step, embrace the unknown, and never stop believing in yourself.